Welcome to another episode of the Adrienne Ross Show, where sports and culture connect. We all know that many of these WNBA players grew up with dreams of playing in this league, watching their favorite players and emulating them in their time of being in their teams in high school or college or playing pickup basketball. They just wanted to be like these players. They had an idea of what this league was about, and they couldn't wait till they got their opportunity. We know that Caitlin Clark was one of those players. Growing up, dreaming of playing in the league. Her dream has come true. So let me take you back to that press conference, because I want to show you something here. This, of course, is the moment she had dreamed of, right? So here we are in the post-game conference, and you see Natasha Howard, Stephanie White, Caitlin Clark. Under Natasha Howard's name, you see her numbers for the game: 16 points, 12 rebounds, 62.5 field goal percentage. You've got Caitlin Clark, 20 points, 6 assists, 4 3-pointers made. And of course, Stephanie White, her title as head coach. Now, both Natasha and Caitlin had dreams of playing in this league, and here they are. Had dreams of being at this table after games, and here they are. And of course, Stephanie White did play in this league, was an assistant coach in this league, and is now a head coach in this league. No doubt a dream of hers has been fulfilled as well. But because of the way this league is, you don't come to the table after big games and talk about basketball. Natasha with 16 points and 12 rebounds and that field goal percentage, that's huge, because we know she's had quite a few moments where she's not playing so well. Caitlin Clark, second game after injury, big game for her as well. That should be the leadoff in this post-game conference. But again, because of the way this league is, it doesn't start with the accolades of these players and this coach. It's got to start with the superfluous stuff, because as Caitlin Clark acknowledges without even realizing it, it's about the superfluous stuff with this league. So let's look at what I mean.
Go way back to the Big Ten. What was going on with the chippiness there, and what explanation were you given for the tech that you got?
So it starts with the question about chippiness and a technical foul because of the drama on the court. Stephanie White, of course, says,
I'll take the official questions.
I'll take the official questions. And of course, we know that this went on into what the situation was. We have no idea why Caitlin got the technical, the whole chippiness, the officials, etc. Let's see a little bit more.
Can you specifically detail what you mean by get control of the game, just to be in your words?
Get control of the game is call the fouls that are actually happening on the floor.
And so all of them are like, duh, what do you think we're talking about with the officials? And some more.
Right, and consistently call the fouls that are actually happening on the floor. Okay, not just if somebody swings and misses, right? Like consistently.
Swings and misses. That's what you got to talk about in this league. Not talking about baseball, not talking about boxing. We're talking about swings and misses, because this is the WNBA. Some more.
Coach, do you think it's something pertaining to your team, or do you think this is a league-wide issue?
Well, I've seen quite a few dust-ups in the league so far, so I think it's a league-wide issue. I mean,
dust-ups. Dust-ups. That's what we're talking about here in this basketball league after a win, and two players there who had pretty good games, but dust-ups. Some more.
And then what did you make of Sophie Cunningham's flagrant foul on JC towards the end?
It was a flagrant foul.
Do you think it's like defending Caitlin or defending the team, or how do you view just how it all?
I view it as a flagrant foul.
Well, I'll ask about the game too.
Yeah, well, I mean,
well, I'll ask about the game now. After the whole conversation about the dust-ups and the officiating and all the things that did not bring Natasha Howard and Caitlin Clark and Stephanie White to this table after the game. Well, imagine that. Now we get to talk about the game. I guess I'll talk about the game now. Now, mind you, I don't have a problem with them asking about what happened. That's the media. The media would be a dereliction of duty if the media didn't ask about what we all saw. That's why people are talking about it, right? You got to ask questions about it. I'm trying to make a point about the fact that this league, I don't care how you viewed this league growing up and the dreams you had to be in this league, you got to get past the nonsense before you get to what this is supposed to be. And that's a basketball league. And Caitlin Clark hits the nail on the head when she responds to him saying, I guess I'll ask about the game now. Check her out.
Well, I'll ask about the game too.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys came for basketball.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
talk
seriously.
about basketball.
Yeah.
Come on now.
What do you think of just how you all were able to?
And you see the look on her face after they got through all that. Because I asked about the game. She says, yeah, like you guys came for basketball. Let's talk about basketball. Let's look at that one more time.
Well, I'll ask about the game too.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys came for basketball.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
talk
seriously.
about basketball.
Yeah.
Come on now.
What do you think of just how you all were able to pull away in the second half, Caitlin, in
We're
particular?
going to the Commissioner Cup Championship.
Let's
That's
go!
pretty exciting. Y'all want to talk about that? Let's talk about that.
What do you think? Again,
The sarcasm there is oozing. The irritation from Caitlin is oozing. Just sitting there, we're just staring at you as you get through all the other stuff. And then you say, well, I'll ask about the game too. He's like, yeah, well, isn't that's why you're here, right? Let's talk about basketball. And then it was like, we're going to the Commissioner's Cup. Like, this is what the drama of this league takes away from. It takes away from players like Natasha Howard, who had a good game. It takes away from Caitlin Clark having another good game. It takes away from the fact that they are going to the Commissioner's Cup. This is what they were working for in this game. They need to win. They needed New York to also win so that they could have that spot. They did their part. New York took care of Atlanta, and here they are. But because of the drama of the league, they got to talk about basketball too. After we get past the other stuff, Caitlin Clark dreamed of being in this league that she thought was something that honestly, it's not. It's not professionally run. There's no accountability. And so I'm living out my dream. I come to the table. I got my co-worker, I want to say, my teammate with me, got my coach with me. We're at work. This is work. We're professionals, and we got to get past all the stuff that really has nothing to do with the way the game is supposed to be played, scoring points, making great accomplishments like the Commissioner's Cup on our way to trying to get to the playoffs and to the WNBA finals. But let's talk about the game too. Like, that's why we're here. Caitlin she's just like, I'm a competitor. I'm a basketball player. That's what I want to talk about. We have this great accomplishment. That's what I want to talk about. But what you saw from her right there, unbeknownst to her probably, is that she just acknowledged that this is not a basketball league primarily. It is a basketball league secondarily. Second to how horrible the officiating is. Second to players trying to throw people or throwing people on the floor, poking their eyes out, riding them like a horse. It's secondary to other players who have to step up because the officials won't do their job, because the commissioner won't hold them responsible. It's secondary. And that's not what these ladies signed up for. Well, some of them did, but that's not apparently what Natasha Howard signed up for. And we know it's not what Caitlin Clark signed up for. Caitlin Clark is a baller. All her life, she just wanted to play here in this WNBA. And here she is. It's post game. You secure your Commissioner's Cup spot. but you got to get through all the primary stuff. And then as an afterthought, oh, let's talk about the game. Once again, the media would have to ask these kinds of questions. It's not about the media right now. We know the media sometimes asks ridiculous questions, but in this situation, the media would have to ask these questions. But it's the league that has a major problem that makes it so necessary for the media to have to talk about the basketball game almost as if it's an afterthought. That is the culture of this league. And it's a shame. And you've got a talent like Caitlin Clark, and you've got players who just want a ball. She says this later on in that post conference. And they were like, oh, did you get a little get back? They went back to all the other stuff. Did you get a little get back? Caitlin was like, no. Like, I just was glad I hit another shot. This is my job, and this is what I love to do. This is what it's about with me. If you have not seen that full post-game interview, the link will be in the description of this video. Check it out. She's acknowledging that basketball league about basketball? Nope, not primarily. And that's a shame. I'll catch you next time, God willing. God bless you abundant.